is a presentation of BBSN, the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
The pitch, another curveball, and ground ball to the third baseman, off his chest, picks it up, stays with it, strong throw over to first in time. Bunt drops a nice bunt down the third baseline, pitches ground ball to the shortstop, flips it to the second baseman over to first. That is 6-4. The ball is hit well right up the middle, a diving stop, able to keep it from going into the out. That ball was raced over the third baseman's head, into left field, grounding first.
This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Now to Tim, Greg, and Leo.
Hello again and welcome to BBSN, the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. BBSN is your live local link to Louisville Area High School and college baseball streamed via the Internet. Hello once again, everybody. My name's Tim Bryan. Along with me today will be Ryan Ritchie. Our game tonight is coming to you live from Pleasure Ridge Park High School. Bobby Green Field at Pleasure Ridge Park High School, and features the Shamrocks of Trinity High School and the home team PRP Panthers. The Panthers are currently number 8 in the most recent Prep Baseball Report Top 25. For the visiting Shamrocks, Trinity High School, they're 14-13, 3-4 in the region, and 3-0 in district play. The Shamrocks are currently on a 3-game winning streak and 3-3 over their last 6 games. The 3 losses over that stretch were all in the LIT: a 7-0 loss to number 19 Male High School, 5-4 loss to Ryle, and a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Henry Clay. Their 3 wins: a 3-2 win over North Oldham, a 10-1 win over District 25 foe Atherton, and a 13-0 win against 8th Region Anderson County. The Shamrocks are led by head coach Stephen Tompkins. For the home team, Pleasure Ridge Park Panthers, they're 20-9, 8-2 in the region, 3-0 in district play. The Panthers are also 3-3 through their last 6 games. The losses were to number 24 Butler, 8-3, number 25 North Bullitt, and number 19 Male. The loss to North Bullitt was 13-7, and the loss to Male was 5-4. Their wins over that stretch, well, a 10-0 victory over Holy Cross, a 4-3 win over number 9 Bullitt East, and a 8-6 win over number 22 Central Hardin. PRP is the reigning KHSAA state baseball champion. Last season, the Panthers defeated Mercer County 3-2 in extra innings to take the crown. Spalding University freshman right-handed pitcher Kyle Oligus got the win for PRP. Panthers are led by Kentucky high school baseball coaching legend Bill Miller. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, these broadcasts would not be possible. LDG Development, U of L Physicians Geriatric Practice. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckiana. Salsaritas Fresh Cantina. Circle K, fast, friendly service. LaborWorks, Quality Industrial Temporaries, Framing Express, framing what matters since 1973, your local Hikes Point Optimist Club, and your local Babe Ruth and Cal Ripken Leagues. And we need to thank our newest sponsor, which is Kentucky Farm Bureau, and our sponsoring agents are Karen Little and J.O. Osborne. And I've lost my print for Kentucky Farm Bureau. So we're going to go right into the starting lineups. First for the visiting Trinity Shamrocks. Like I said, they're 14-13. Leading off playing center field is number 3 Mason McGeehee. In right field batting second, number 13 Cole Farrer. Catching, batting third, number 27 Brady Fott. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 9 Sean Daggerford. The designated hitter tonight for the Shamrocks, number 11 Quade Wise. First baseman, batting sixth, number 7 Logan Porter. In left field, batting seventh, number 2 Tony Meyer. At second base, batting eighth, number 22 Jake Steltenpoe. And rounding out the Shamrocks batting order is shortstop, number 25 Tyler Hunt. On the mound is Paxton Rousseau. Paxton has a record of 4-3. He's a senior. 30 innings pitched. He's allowed 9 earned runs, 24 strikeouts, and 16 walks. So once again for the Shamrocks, it's McGeehee, Farrer, Fott, Daggerford, Wise, Porter, Meyer, Steltenpoe, and Hunt. And for the home team, Panthers of Pleasure Ridge Park High School, leading off playing second base, number 11 Stephen Husband. In at third base, batting second, number 9, Zach Dillander. At shortstop, batting third, number 18, Alex Miller. Catching, batting in the cleanup spot, number 5, Jonathan Cavanaugh. In center field, batting fifth, number 15, Robbie Dale. Designated hitter tonight for the Panthers, batting in the sixth spot, number 14, Jason Bronert. At first base, batting seventh, number 27, Jared Wilson. In left field, batting 8th, number 7, Andrew Bratcher. And batting 9th tonight for the Panthers is right fielder number 24, John Euler. Pitching is senior number 21, Dalton Miller. So once again for the Panthers, it's Husband, Dillander, Miller, Cavanaugh, Dell, Bronert, Wilson, Bratcher, and Euler. And we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll have our first giveaway of the night. It's Name That Ball Player, and that'll be with Ryan Ritchie. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly service. Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane; 3910 Bardstown Road in Mutual; 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center; 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands; and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments. That dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. Located in St. Matthews on North Hubbards Lane, right behind the McDonald's in the Woodlawn Center. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos: quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito. Sauceritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. The largest physicians practice in Louisville, the University of Louisville Physicians announces the opening of new U of L Physicians geriatric practice, devoted entirely to the special needs of people 65 and over. A comprehensive approach to geriatrics that integrates caring for the medical, social, and mental health of older adults. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckiana. Located at the corner of Chestnut and Preston, offering convenient drop-off and wheelchair transports. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 852-7449 or visit uoflphysicians.com. The LaborWorks customer list includes some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. In Louisville at 3206 Preston Highway, next to the fairgrounds, call 502-636-3444 or online at www.laborworksusa.com. LaborWorks, quality industrial temporaries.
right, welcome back to Pleasure Ridge Park High School for tonight's game that features the visiting Shamrocks of Trinity High School and the home team Panthers of Pleasure Ridge Park High School. There's a lot of ways you can get in touch with us at BBSN. Stop by our website. It's www.bbsnonline.com. And you can also pick us up on Twitter. I am at Tim Bryan, TIMBRIAN. And Ryan Ritchie is at Ritchie13. Second game of the day for Ryan Ritchie. Was there earlier today and did the Bats game with Matt Andrews.
Yep.
And how did that turn out?
Went well. Bats ended up losing 9-8. Grand slam put them down early and just couldn't get back in the game quick enough.
All right, so game 2 for you today. It's game 1 for me, but it's actually about my 10th game in 8 days. Was on the road with the Spalding University Golden Eagles and did everything up until their start of their tournament. And they lost their first game of their tournament to Greenville, and then they played the loser of the Webster-Fontbonne game, and they played Fontbonne, beat Fontbonne, and then came back and went back and forth with Greenville, but fell to Greenville, and that was the end of their season. Hey, the umpires have just arrived. It's time for our Name That Ball player. Ryan Ritchie, go ahead.
This all-time great hails from Donora, Pennsylvania, born there on November 21st, 1920. He finished his illustrious 22-year career with 3,630 hits. Oddly, exactly half of those hits came at home and half during road trips. He won the NL MVP in 1943, 1946, and 1948. Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and this man are the only greats ever to have played in 24 All-Star games. He won the batting crown a sensational 7 times, has a colorful nickname, and is one of the game's most amiable and respected men. A statue of him stands outside the park in the city where he played for his entire career. Name that ball player.
All right, if you know the name of that ball player, send it to fanmail@bbsnonline.com. And if you have the correct response, you'll get a Sauceritas gift certificate. Well, we're just moments from the start of the game, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and give you the top 25. In at the number 1 spot is Tate's Creek. At number 2 is Eastern. In at 3 is St. Xavier. At 4 is Collins, followed by Dixie Heights, Covington Catholic, Lexington Catholic. These PRP Panthers are in the A spot. The Bullitt East Chargers at 9, followed by West Jessamine. That's the top 10. In at number 11 is McCracken County, followed by Ballard, Mercer County, Bourbon County, Cal, Paul Dunbar, Madison Central, Lafayette. Louisville Male is in at number 19. Beechwood is at 20. In at 21 is Scott County, followed by Central Hardin, Graves County. Louisville Butler is in at 24, and North Bullitt is in at 25. Our first inning is sponsored by LDG Development. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the Woods of Glen Hill Manor, that's in Valley Station. Overlook Terrace Apartments, that's off New Cut Road. Whispering Woods Apartments, that's in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for an apartment in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development, and you can also find them online at ldgdevelopment.com. The layout here at PRP down the lines, it's 320. In the power alleys, it's 345. Straightaway center field, it's 375. Just moments away from first pitch, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back shortly. This is Tim Bryan and Ryan Ritchie with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
The largest physicians practice in Louisville, the University of Louisville Physicians announces the opening of new U of L Physicians geriatric practice, devoted entirely to the special needs of people 65 and over. A comprehensive approach to geriatrics that integrates caring for the medical, social, and mental health of older adults. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckyana. Located at the corner of Chestnut and Preston, offering convenient drop-off and wheelchair transports. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 852-7449 or visit uoflphysicians.com. Kentuckians believe that if you truly want to take care of something, say your car or your home, you just don't turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why so many Kentuckians insure their cars, trucks, homes, and belongings with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau agents are committed to providing honest, trustworthy insurance services to Kentuckians just like you. In J-Town, contact Karen Little, 266-6610, and Lyndon J.O. Osborne, 327-5480. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Kentucky High School Baseball on BBS
All right, welcome back. Busy week for BBSN. We have this game tonight. Obviously, tomorrow night, Ryan Ritchie more than likely is going to be a one-man show at Butler High School. He's going to do their game with Manual. On Wednesday, I'll be at Trinity High School for their game with South Odom. And then on Thursday, it'll be Ryan Ritchie, Greg Bryan at DeSales High School for their game with Atherton. And then our final game of the season will be at Trinity High School. We'll finish out our season this year at Trinity. And the Lexington Lafayette team will be in town to face Trinity. All right, leading off for the Shamrocks is center fielder Mason McGehee. He's a senior, batting .323. And he takes that first pitch for a ball. Start time 6:58. It is 88 degrees and sunny. It's an absolutely gorgeous night for baseball. Three hopper to the second baseman, Husband. He throws it to first. That's going to be the first out, scored 4-3. And it's a 1-up and 1-down for the Panthers. That's going to bring to the plate the right fielder, number 13, Cole Farr. He is a senior. He's batting .250. Farrer, I think. Three triples, 12 RBIs. And Cole is actually the RBI leader on the team with 12. Shot right up the middle. A one-out single that pops away from Dale in center field. And Farrer's going to end up at second. It's going to be a single and a fielding error.
Going to advance to third on another fielding error.
So two fielding errors, and Farrer ends up at third with one out.
That'll be an E8 and an E1.
E8 and E1. All right, a man on third and one out. That's going to bring to the plate the catcher, Brady Fott. Brady batting .345. Fott, 6 doubles, 17 walks, only 4 strikeouts on the season. Obviously, Ryan Ritchie makes good contact.
Yep. Exactly what you want in this situation as well.
Outside corner, strike one.
Conceding a run up the middle on a ground ball.
Brady Fott, 6'4", 220-pound senior. Having listed as catcher only. That's a two-hopper to the shortstop that's going to plate the run. RBI for Brady Fott, scoring Farrer, and the Shamrocks are on the board first here in the top of the first inning.
Would have been a double play ball, not for the 2 errors.
And this is going to bring up the third baseman, Sean Daggerford. Sean's a senior. He's currently batting .449. Daggerford, 6'4", 200 pounds. He's a pitcher and middle infielder. Or not middle infielder, but infielder, plays third base. Pushed into the gap in left center field. That hits the base of the wall, ricochets, and Daggerford is going to be into second with a stand-up double. And with 2 out and a man on second for the Shamrocks, it's the designated hitter, Quade Wise. Quade also a senior. All seniors in the lineup for the Shamrocks except the left fielder, Tony Meyer, and Tony is a junior.
On that double by Daggerford, fastball right over the heart of the plate. Has to keep the ball down. Miller does.
Quade, 6'2", 190-pounder. Breaking pitch upstairs, takes it ball one. Can't tell. Is that coming from the dugout or is that coming from?
I believe so.
From behind the plate. Count of 1 ball and 1 strikes, 2 down, 1 run in, 2 hits for the Shamrocks in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here comes the 1-2 from the senior Dalton Miller. Off the plate. Count is now even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thanks for being with us today. This is Tim Bryan and Ryan Ritchie with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Appreciate you spending your Monday evening with us. Here's the 2-2. Off the plate. Goes out of the strike zone for that. That's the first Circle K strikeout of the game. Half-inning totals, there was 1 run off of 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 man left on base. After a half inning of play, it's the Trinity Shamrocks 1 and the Panthers of PRP coming to bat. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
The largest physicians practice in Louisville, the University of Louisville Physicians announces the opening of the new U of L Physicians geriatric practice, devoted entirely to the special needs of people 65 and over. A comprehensive approach to geriatrics that integrates caring for the medical, social, and mental health of older adults. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckyana. Located at the corner of Chestnut and Preston, offering convenient drop-off and wheelchair transports. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 852-7449 or visit uoflphysicians.com. Kentuckians believe that if you truly want to take care of something in your home, you just don't turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why so many Kentuckians insure their cars, trucks, homes, and belongings with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau agents are committed to providing honest, trustworthy insurance services to Kentuckians just like you. In J-Town, contact Karen Little, 266-6610, and Lyndon J.O. Osborne, 327-5480. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, in the bottom half of the frame for the Panthers, it'll be Husband, Dillander, and Miller. This is junior Stephen Husband. Make sure you're listening in the 5th inning. We'll have our second giveaway. That's our audio movie sports trivia question. If you know the answer to that, send that also to fanmail@bbsnonline.com, and you'll get your choice of a Sauceritas gift certificate or a BBSN fan T-shirt. And that first offering from Rousseau nips the outside corner, strike 1. 3-hopper to the second baseman, covers it up. That's Stelton Poe to Porter. And that is out number 1 in the bottom of the first. For the Shamrocks in the top of the first, it was a ground out by McGehee, a single by Farrer, ended up on third with a couple fielding errors. Then a RBI for Brady Fott. A double for Sean Daggerford, and then a strikeout of Quade Wise to notch Miller's first strikeout of the game. This is Zach Dillander. Zach is the third baseman for the Panthers. Big breaking ball, stays upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I think the warmer weather is here to stay at this time, Ryan Ritchie. Right back up the middle. Rousseau makes a stab at it, finds its way into center field. McGehee covers it up. That's a 1-out single for Dillander. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Alex Miller. And Ryan and I were talking before the game. It seems like this is Alex's 5th year, but actually Alex is just a junior.
Yep, I remember when I played 2 years ago, he was the starting shortstop for PRP.
A lot of returners from last year's championship team. A lot of familiar names in the lineup. Token throw over to first and a head-first slide in safely. Strike at the knees. Dillander at first with 1 out. Here's the pitch. At the knees, outside black of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Time for Miller to shorten up and put something in play. Here's the 0-2 from Rousseau. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. Count's going to remain 0-2.
Russo looks like he's throwing a little bit of a two-seamer, has some tail action back towards the plate.
Throw over, not in time. I saw in a rehab start where
Aldis Chapman.
Yes. Chapman was roughed up a little bit, but then he came in last night and pitched pretty well for the Reds.
Yep.
Runner goes. The batter gets plunked. That's the first hit batter of the game.
Chapman didn't lose any of his velocity. He was just getting hit a little bit. Was leaving it over the heart of the plate. Guys were ready for a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
If you can catch up to a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, it's going to go somewhere. 2 on, 1 out. This is Jonathan Cavanaugh. Leaves that ball outside for ball 1. Husband started the inning off with a ground out, a single by Dillander. Alex Miller gets plunked, and this is Jonathan Cavanaugh, the catcher. Breaking pitch just nips the outside part of the plate. Count now even 1 ball, 1 strike. Shamrocks 14-13, the Panthers 20-9, and currently ranked number 8th in the Prep Baseball Report Power 25. Make sure you do spend some time on our website. We have all of our games archived, all of our games from the last 4 years. Pushed into center field. McGehee, it's in front of him. It drops. And they're going to be safe all the way around. That's a single for Cavanaugh. And Dillander had to wait to make sure the ball hit the ground before he could advance to third. So now there's runners all around for the center fielder, Robbie Dale. First 5 batters for the Panthers, junior, senior, junior, senior, senior. Mixture of juniors and seniors for both clubs.
Going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Clark, at first base. Running for Cavanaugh.
Clark is running?
Yep.
Okay. Clark for Cavanaugh.
It'll just be like a courtesy runner. He'll come back in the game.
And that pitch from Rousseau in for a strike. Breaking pitch, comes inside with it this time. Dale turned into it thinking that it might hit him, but it comes in for a strike. 0-2, comes right back with that breaking pitch. And Dale goes down looking. That's the second out here in the bottom of the first. First strikeout for Paxton Rousseau, that one looking. So with 2 outs and the bases juiced, it's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jason Bronert. Pitch is low and away, ball 1. So you say the Bats are out of town now for a while?
Yeah, they have 8 games on the road, 10-day road trip, and then we'll be back in town next Thursday.
Kicking the pitch from Rousseau. That one is also outside. Falls behind Bronert. 2 balls, no strikes.
Nowhere to put him here. Have to throw a strike.
And he does, and a healthy cut brings it right back at us. Count is now 2-1. In the Shamrock portion of the second inning, they're going to send up 6, 7, and 8. Porter, Meyer, and Steltenpoe. This is the number 6 batter, and it is laced foul down the third base line. This is the 6th batter the Panthers have sent to the plate. Shamrocks had 5 face Miller in the top of the first. Straight away center field. The center fielder turns and runs. And that is McGehee, and he squeezes it for the 3rd out. So the threat is nullified. There were no runs off of 2 hits. There were no errors, and the bases were left loaded. 3 runners stranded for the Panthers after 1 complete inning. It's the Shamrocks 1, the Panthers 0. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development. Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane. 3910 Bardstown Road in Buchel, 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center, 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands, and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express. Kentucky High School Baseball on BBSN. The excitement is here. Kentucky High School Baseball on BBSN. The excitement is here.
And leading it off for the Shamrocks on the top of the second is first baseman Logan Porter. Logan's a senior, batting .254. Logan with 15 RBIs. I was wrong about that RBI leader earlier. It's actually Sean Daggerford with 29. Logan Porter, 15 RBIs, has 17 base hits, 2 singles, and 1 home run. And he rips that ball to the third baseman. A nice pickup by Hunt. No, not by Hunt. By Dillander. Dillander to Wilson. That is out number 1 in the second inning. Sharply hit ball, Ryan, just right at him.
Yeah, nice play. 1 hop right at him. Played it off to the side just a bit. Nice throw over to first. Gets Porter easily.
This is going to bring up the left fielder, Tony Meyer. Tony is a junior. Tony's currently batting .333. Meyer, the lone junior in the Shamrock lineup. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Meyer, 5'9", 150-pound junior. That pitch a little further outside. Counts knotted up at 1. Second inning is brought to us by U of L Physicians Geriatric Practice. .7449. That is U of L Physicians Geriatric Practice. Here's the 2-2 right off the end of the bat. And that's the second strikeout by Dalton Miller. 1 swinging, 1 looking, 2 outs in the top of the second. It's going to bring up the second baseman, senior Jake Steltenpole. And fouls the first offering off. Steltenpole only 5 hits on the season, all singles. Does have 6 RBIs to go with those 5 hits. He's been plunked 4 times, struck out 7 times, and been walked 4. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 8 hitter for the Shamrocks. And hits that one smartly foul down the third base line. Here's the 1-2 from Miller. And that is back-to-back strikeout looking for Miller to close out the second inning. Second and third strikeouts, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After an inning and a half, scores the Shamrocks 1 and the Panthers 0. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development. Babe Ruth Baseball, the fastest-growing youth sports program in North America. Babe Ruth League serves over 1 million players from ages 4 to 18 in Babe Ruth Baseball, Cal Ripken Baseball, and Babe Ruth Softball. There are many Babe Ruth programs in the Louisville metro area: Fern Creek, Okolona, Pikes Point, Germantown, Jeffersontown, Beachmont, and many others. Wherever you are in the Louisville metro area, there's a Babe Ruth program nearby. Be a part of the fastest-growing youth sports program in North America. Be a part of Babe Ruth Baseball.
Leading off for the Panthers is Jared Wilson. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Panthers. And Jared Wilson, the first baseman. Jared's a junior. And the first pitch from Rousseau outside, ball 1. Make sure you are sticking with us in the 5th inning. We'll have that sports movie trivia question. If you know the answer, send it to fanmail@bbsnonline.com. That one's in the right center field gap. Nobody's going to get it. At the base of the wall, rounding first, going to second. And he's going to be in standing up. Jared Wilson with a leadoff stand-up double to start off the bottom half of the second inning for PRP. That's going to bring up left fielder Andrew Bratcher.
The left fielder, Andrew Bratcher.
2, 3, 4. 5 seniors, 4 juniors.
Now running at second base.
Actually, it's 6 seniors and 4 juniors, including Dalton Miller, who's pitching tonight. He's a senior.
Andrew Creech will run at second base for Wilson. Wilson will probably re-enter the game at first base.
Creech, you said?
Yep.
Andrew. So far, Rousseau's only been hurt when he leaves the ball up in the zone, squares the bunt, pushes it foul. Pretty much been working on the corners, but when he brings the ball over the middle of the plate, he doesn't throw the ball hard enough to challenge these hitters. And when he leaves it belt high, they've been putting a charge into it.
PRP looks to play a little bit of small ball here.
Foul tip that one. Had the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Not able to push anyone across. Started off with a ground out by Husband, a single by Dillander. Miller was plunked, a single by Kavanaugh, strikeout looking by Dell, and then a pop out to the center fielder, McGehee, by Bronert to end the top of the first. Takes a little something off that pitch, way out in front, and that is the second strikeout for Paxton Rousseau.
With one away, the right fielder, John.
He's had success throwing the breaking ball on the outside part of the plate to lefties. They've been swinging and missing a lot.
This is the right fielder, John Euler. And waiting on deck is Stephen Husband. That's going to turn the lineup over.
Right center field gap wide open here.
Once again, tomorrow night we'll be at Butler High School for their game with Manual. Then on Wednesday night we'll be at Trinity for their matchup with South Oldham. Thursday night at DeSales for their game with Atherton. Then the last game of the season that we have scheduled will be back at Trinity High School for their game with Lexington Lafayette. So a busy week for BBSN, but actually, Ryan, I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's better than sitting at home.
It certainly is. Breaking pitch inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Rousseau with the 2-1. Up and away. 3-1. This may be the first time he's had 3 balls on someone. Rousseau wheels towards second, but nothing going. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Trinity. For the Panthers, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. And that pitch outside. The second walk allowed by Rousseau. And it's going to roll the lineup over and bring up Stephen Husband. Two strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batter for Rousseau. 2 men on, 1 out, and Husband is stepping in. Grounded out in his first plate appearance. And he rips that to the third baseman. They're going to double somebody up, and they do. A line shot to Husband. Absolutely smoked that one down to Daggerford. That was out number 2. And then they went 5-4 to get the last out, doubling up Wilson. There were no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base after 2 complete innings of play. It remains the Shamrocks 1 and the Panthers 0. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
The largest physicians practice in Louisville, the University of Louisville Physicians announces the opening of new U of L Physicians geriatric practice, devoted entirely to the special needs of people 65 and over. A comprehensive approach to geriatrics that integrates caring for the medical, social, and mental health of older adults. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckiana. Located at the corner of Chestnut and Preston, offering convenient drop-off and wheelchair transports. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 852-7449 or visit uoflphysicians.com. Optimus International is an association of more than 2,900 Optimus clubs around the world dedicated to bringing out the best in kids. Every year, Optimus conducts 65,000 service projects and serve well over 6 million young people. To find out more about the work of Optimus clubs and how you can support their mission and vision, visit optimus.org. This message provided by the Hikes Point Optimus Club, serving their community for over 50 years. Kentucky High School Baseball on BBSN. The excitement is here.
Nine 1-2 for the Shamrocks. This is shortstop Tyler Hunt. Tyler's a senior, .369 batting average. Takes the first offering from Miller inside. Hunt, predominantly a singles hitter, has 31 hits on the season, 29 singles, has 1 double, 1 triple, 15 RBIs. And has scored himself 22 times. At the plate facing a 2-1 count. The offering from Miller. 3-hopper to the shortstop. Took a crazy hop, but comes up with it cleanly and makes the put out. 1 up, 1 down. And we do go to the top of the order, and Mason McGehee. Mason started the game off with a ground out to the second baseman. McGehee, 5'9", 150-pound senior. Pitch elevated just a hair, ball 1. Second inning is, or third inning actually, is brought to us by Sauceritas. Sauceritas serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. 2 locations in the Louisville area, 1 in St. Matthews and 1 in Middletown. That's also a foul tip. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos: quesarito, rancherito, or tomarito. and they do have catering. Give them a call at 356-9468. That is Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. Here's the 2-1 from Miller. Oh, and it breaks his helmet. No, I don't think it broke his helmet, but I think it knocked his earpiece out. May have knocked a couple pieces out of it. So McGeehee's at first after being plunked in the head. And with one out and one on, Cole Farrer, the right fielder, who singled in his first plate appearance, advanced to second on an error by the center fielder Dale, and then advanced to third on an ill-advised throw from Dalton Miller. Eventually scored off the bat of Brady Fott, RBI for Brady. That's the only run plated in the game. In the first inning for the Panthers, they did have bases loaded. Were not able to score in the second inning. They had runners at first and second with one out, and then a ball that was absolutely smoked by Husband to the third baseman Daggerford. They were able to double up Wilson off of second to end the inning. But the Panthers have had opportunities but have not been able to score a run as of yet. Hunt started off the top of the third for the Shamrocks, grounded out. McGeehee hit in the head. He's at first base, and this is the right fielder, Cole Farrer. Nice lead over at first by McGeehee.
Pinch runner number 21.
Oh, they had a pinch runner?
Yeah, they had to take him out of the game.
Ball in the dirt. The runner does not advance. And let me see who the new it's Mitchell Tompkins. Mitchell Tompkins in the pinch run. Mitchell with a good lead at first. Takes a secondary, stays. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. This day in baseball history, 1972, Tom Seaver wins his 100th game in a 2-1 New York Mets victory over the Los Angeles Dodgers. That year, the Mets also acquired veteran outfielder Willie Mays from the San Francisco Giants for pitcher Charlie Williams and $50,000. This day in baseball history, 1977, Ted Turner decides to come out of the luxury box and coach the team, but he was only able to do that for one game. Oh, ball kind of comes up a little bit on Dillander, scoots into left field. That's got to be an error. Ball was hit sharply, a little nonchalant by Zach. And the ball scoots into the outfield. Runners now on first and second. And one out. Evidently there's a clause with professional baseball that you cannot own and manage a team. So he only got away with it for one day. This day in baseball 1980, 39-year-old Pete Rose steals second base, third, and home in one inning for the Phillies. The last National Leaguer to pull off this feat. Any idea, Ryan Ritchie? Jackie Robinson in 1954. New Major League record. That's the best 30-game start in Major League history. It was previously held by the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. This is Brady Fott, 2 on, 1 out. Dalton Miller on the hill. Here's the pitch upstairs. Ball 1. Brady had an RBI in his first plate appearance, grounded out to the shortstop, plating Farrer. That's the only run of the game. Inside, blocked up. The runner is going to try to advance to third. He's going to be there in time. A nice ball in the dirt read by Mitchell Tompkins, and he scoots up to third. Runner at first. Farrer stays at first. Runners on the corners, 1 down for the big Shamrock catcher, senior Brady Fott.
Middle of the infield, double play depth, trying to roll 2 here. Dillinger at third, but 2 steps behind the bag.
The left-handed batter holding the runner on at first leaves a pretty good gap there between first and second. Fott's able to get around on it. You definitely push that ball into right field and plate the run at third. Runner goes. Pitch is taken. They throw through. Cut by the shortstop. Runners now at second and third with 1 down, and a 3-0 count for Fott. I would imagine he's taken here all the way, Ryan. Oh, they're going to go ahead and put him on. So the Panthers go ahead and put Fott on first to make the force all the way around the field.
Third baseman Sean Daggerford.
Middle infielders even with the bag. Corners pinch just a hair, outfield straight away. This is going to bring up Daggerford. Daggerford with a stand-up double in his first plate appearance. Bases loaded for the Shamrocks. Dalton in a bit of a jam. 1 out. Ball 1. Pinch runner Mitchell Tompkins at third. Farrer at second. Brady Fott at first. Fell behind Brady 3-0 and then went ahead and put him on first. A little bit wide. The umpire calls it strike 1. Counts even at 1. Foul tip that right back into the mid of Jonathan Cavanaugh. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Middle of the infield believes they can turn a double play, not playing in here. Going to take their chances.
And that breaking pitch stays outside. Not able to get on top of it. Started outside, stayed outside. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Daggerford. Comes inside with it. Blocked up nicely by Cavanaugh. Count's going to go full. So the runners will probably have a walking start with bases loaded and a full count. Popped in the air. Tompkins goes back to third to tag. Nope. Ball stays in the infield. Third baseman comes in, catches it, straddling the third baseline. And that's the second out. It's going to bring up Quade Wise. Quade struck out swinging in the first inning. Well, the Panthers stranded bases loaded earlier in the game. And the Shamrocks getting ready to do that. If Wise can't push something into the open part of the field. No balls and 1 strike to the designated hitter. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, count even at 1. Breaking pitch, can't get it down. 2-1. Fell behind, fought 3-0, and they elected to put him on first. No place to put Wise. Bases loaded pop-up for Daggerford. Wise pushes it in the air. Dale moves over to his left a few, and that's going to be a pop out to center field to end the inning. There were no runs off of no hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base after 2.5 innings of play. It's the Shamrocks 1 and the Panthers 0. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. Located in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane, right behind the McDonald's in the Woodlawn Center. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos: quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito. Sauceritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Sauceritas Fresh Cantina.
Babe Ruth Baseball, the fastest growing youth sports program in North America. Babe Ruth League serves over 1 million players from ages 4 to 18 in Babe Ruth Baseball, Cal Ripken Baseball, and Babe Ruth Softball. There are many Babe Ruth programs in the Louisville metro area: Fern Creek, Okolona, Pikes Point, Germantown, Jeffersontown, Beachmont, and many others. Wherever you are in the Louisville metro area, there's a Babe Ruth program nearby. Be a part of the fastest growing youth sports program in North America.
All right, leading off in the Panthers portion of the third inning is Zach Dillander. Zach singled, got as far as third base in the first inning. Panthers have not been able to plate a run yet. A big hopper to the third baseman, Daggerford. The putout's going to go 5-3, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up the Panther shortstop, junior Alex Miller. Alex was hit in his first plate appearance. Shamrock defense from third to first is Daggerford, Hunt, Stelton, Poe, and Porter. The outfield left to right, Meyer, McGehee, and Farrer. And the battery is Rousseau and Fott. Pitches outside. Rousseau with a 4-3 record. 30 innings pitched, has allowed 9 runs, 24 strikeouts, 16 walks. Pitching with a lead here in the third inning, and the breaking pitch is over for a strike. 2-1. Another breaking pitch, just nipping that front corner of the plate. Got a really nice, hard, late break to it, Ryan.
Especially against lefties going to the outside part of the plate.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Stelton Poe. 2 ground balls in the inning for Rousseau. 2 up, 2 down for the catcher, Jonathan Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh with a single in the first. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Trinity. No runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Panthers. In the air, shortstop is ranging into shallow left center field, battling the sun, but makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 3 complete innings of play, it's the Shamrocks 1, the Panthers 0. When we come back for the 4th and the 5th inning, Ryan Ritchie will take over play-by-play. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. Located in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane, right behind the McDonald's in the Woodlawn Center. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos: quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito. Sauceritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Sauceritas Fresh Cantina.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments. That dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Six, seven, eight due up for the Trinity Shamrocks. Logan Porter, Tony Meyer, Jake Steltenpole. Dalton Miller still on the mound. First pitch fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Porter grounded out to third base back in the second inning and is only at bat so far today. The 0-1 outside. Count now even at 1. Miller done a nice job since the first inning. Got out of trouble in the third, had bases loaded, got out of it. The 1-1 down and away, 2-1. Porter, big kid, hitting from the right side. Miller's windup and the pitch, outside corner, called a strike at the letters. 2-2. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Shamrocks. No runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Panthers of PRP. Foul ball. Out of play, still 2-2. Trinity scored on a couple of errors in the first. Single by Cole Farrar advanced to third on 2 fielding errors on the same play. Scored on a ground ball to short. Porter calls time at the plate. Steps out.
Each team with 3 games remaining. It's a little tougher way to go for the Panthers. They're going to play J-Town, then they're going to play number 3 Eastern, and then they also have Cal to play.
2-2 pitch called, strike 3 on the outside corner. The 4th Circle K strikeout of the day for Dalton Miller. Our 4th inning sponsor, Circle K. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today they are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. First pitch to Tony Meyer, outside and low, 1-0. Meyer struck out looking back in the second inning and is only at bat. The 1-0 swung on, tapped to third, coming in nicely. Dillander fields it, 2 hops. Throw to first is in time for the second out of the 4th inning. 2 up, 2 down, bringing to the plate number 22, Jake Steltenpole. He struck out as well back in the second inning, one of the looking variety. Miller back on the mound, ready to throw. Here's the first one to him. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. The 0-1 fastball, just outside. Count now even at 1. 5 batters came to the plate in the first and the third for Trinity. 3 up, 3 down in the second. And now 2 up, 2 down in the 4th. That fastball misses low and away, 2-1. The 2-1 fastball catches the outside corner, now 2-2. Steltenpole taking those outside pitches. They're going to go back out there again. Swings. 2 hopper. Shortstop grabs it. Alex Miller throw to first in time. That'll end the inning. 6-3 on the putout. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 3.5 complete, your score, Trinity 1, PRP nothing. This is BBSN.
Kentuckians believe that if you
truly want to take care of something, say your car or your home, you just don't turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why so many Kentuckians insure their cars, trucks, homes, and belongings with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau agents are committed to providing honest, trustworthy insurance services to Kentuckians just like you. In J-Town, contact Karen Little, 266-6610, and Lyndon J.O. Osborne, 327-5480. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly.
Bottom half of the fourth inning. 5-6-7 due up for PRP. Russo back on the mound. First one low and away in the dirt. 1-0.
Going back to that last play, Ryan, the end of the inning, that was a really tough play for Miller. Dillender coming over in front of him kind of eclipsed his vision there for a second, but he had the concentration to stay with it, field it, and throw a bullet over to first in the end.
Called strike, 2-1.
That has been his money pitch today.
When he gets in trouble, that's what he goes to. Another one, swung on and missed, strike 2. Has really great command of it. Has yet to really get in trouble with it. PRP having trouble staying back on it, driving it the other way. The 2-2, breaking ball pulled down the first base. Porter cannot field it, goes into right field. Farrar over in foul territory will pick it up, throw into second, will not be in time. Dale in there, we'll give him a base hit double. Tough play for Logan Porter having to come over on the line at first. Bringing to the plate Jason Bronert.
Yeah, that was a tough play.
Porter was shaded towards second just a bit, had to come over towards the line at first.
Shamrock's expecting bunt, pitched in at the corners.
Bronert squares around, pulls his bunt back, takes it for a ball down low, 1-0. Big secondary out at second base for Robbie Dale, reached on the double. Porter 6 steps in front of the bag at first and charging. Square, bunt goes towards third base, picks it up, throw to first is not in time. That'll be a bunt single for Jason Bronert, and the Panthers are in business first and third with no one down.
Defensively for the Shamrocks right there, Ryan, that's one you might want to see if it's going to go foul, because you're just not going to have a play at it with the way the ball was going down the line there.
Yeah, he didn't really come charge it quick enough. It was a perfect bunt by Bronert towards the third baseman, make him come get it, allow third base to be open, allow a runner to be in there safely. Instead, he's on with a single. The batter will be Jared Wilson. He doubled in the second. He was doubled off on the liner to third that ended the second inning. No one down. Squares around a bunt, pushes it. Russo will take the out at first.
Thought about coming home just for a moment, repositioned his feet, got the sure out at first.
That'll be a sack and an RBI for Jared Wilson. That ties the score 1-1. Bronert moves up to second base on the bunt. And coming to the plate is Andrew Bratcher, the left fielder. He struck out swinging, the second strikeout victim back in the second inning. Russo from the stretch. Bratcher squares around a bunt. Stays there. Throw to second. Not in time. Great throw by the catcher. Fought one hop to the shortstop Hunt. Tag applied. Not in time, though. 0-1. Bratcher did go around on the bunt attempt.
Just one out, right?
One down.
Yeah.
Breaking ball.
Holds
Umpire
up.
says he went. That'll be 0-2. The runner will advance on the pass ball. Umpire said he did go, 0-2. PRP with a chance to score the go-ahead run here. One down, runner at third base, 90 feet away. Trinity infield conceding the run, doesn't matter. Strike 3 called.
And Rousseau just totally froze Bratcher with that breaking pitch. That's tough on those left-handed hitters.
Lefty coming kind of across his body, throwing the breaking ball. It's hard to get a hold of the spin on it. Russo back on the mound and throwing. Pop-up, foul territory. Porter, Farrar going after it. Farrar diving attempt, caught in foul territory by Cole Farrar. Sliding attempt will end the inning.
Nice play, a long run by Farrar, and he squeezes it for the third out.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. After 4 innings complete, your score, Trinity 1, PRP 1. This is BBSN.
Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly service.
Babe Ruth Baseball, the fastest growing youth sports program in North America. Babe Ruth League serves over 1 million players from ages 4 to 18. In Babe Ruth Baseball, Cal Ripken Baseball, and Babe Ruth Softball. There are many Babe Ruth programs in the Louisville metro area: Fern Creek, Okolona, Hikes Point, Germantown, Jeffersontown, Beachmont, and many others. Wherever you are in the Louisville metro area, there's a Babe Ruth program nearby. Be a part of the fastest growing youth sports program in North America. Be a part of Babe Ruth Baseball.
Nine 1-2 for the Shamrocks. Tyler Hunt, Mason McGehee, Cole Farrar due up. Dalton Miller still out on the bump. First one up and in, ball 1.
Doesn't seem to be tiring at all. Had nice pop on the fastball.
Hunt grounded out back in the third inning. 6-3 the put out. The 1-0 lifted into right, down the right field line, curving, it'll drop foul. Count now even at 1. Trinity scored in the first. A single by Farrar advanced to third on 2 PRP fielding errors. Scored on the ground ball by Brady Foch to the shortstop Alex Miller. PRP scored in the fourth. Leadoff double. A single by Bronner and a sac bunt scored the run. The 1-1 breaking ball catches the outside corner, 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits for Trinity. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors for PRP. The 1-2 to Hunt. Pushed into right, curving foul will land foul. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4 strikeouts for Dalton Miller. 1 fly out on the day, rest ground ball outs. The 1-2 low and away. Count now even at 2. Two to Hunt from Miller. Shakes off the side, now ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 3 by home plate umpire. That'll be the 5th Circle K strikeout of the day for Dalton Miller. Rolling the lineup over, it'll be Mason McGehee. Our 5th inning sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Karen Little and J.O. Osborne. Karen and J.O. are the kind of people you want on your team.
With 1 away, the center fielder, Mitchell Tompkins.
First pitch up and in. It'll be Mitchell Tompkins as he replaced Mason McGehee after the hit by pitch. The 1-0 popped up, center of the infield. Who's going to call it? It'll be second baseman Stephen Husband. He will make the grab for out number 2.
Nice play battling the sun there all the way.
The batter will be Cole Farrar. He's been on base twice, once via a single and once via error by third baseman Zach Dillander. He scored the 1 run for Trinity. First one to him, gets him on the back. He'll take first. The second hit by pitch of the day for Panther pitching. That'll put a base runner on at first base with 2 down, and the batter will be Brady Fott. He has an RBI ground out and has been intentionally walked. Hasn't made it past first base. Dalton Miller asking for a new baseball. He will get one. Brady Fott steps in from the left side facing the right-hander Miller. Infield straight away, outfield straight away. Both the left and right field lines wide open here. The first one to him, fouls it straight back to the left on the netting.
Second baseman Stephen Husband way deep, actually on the grass and behind second base, kind of shallow right field.
Playing a bit of a shift here. The 0-1 swung on and missed, strike 2.
Big swing.
Farrar with a 2-foot lead over at first. Cavanaugh sets up outside. He hits his target in the other batter's box. Ball 1. 1-2. Brady Fott, the catcher. Open stance from the left side. Miller now set. Looks about the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees on the inside corner. Didn't like the call. Had a couple of words for the home plate umpire. He will head back to the dugout, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base by the hit by pitch after 4.5 complete. Your score, Trinity 1 and PRP 1. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. This is BBSN.
Kentuckians believe that if you truly want to take care of something, say your car or your home, you just don't turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why so many Kentuckians insure their cars, trucks, homes, and belongings with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau agents are committed to providing honest, trustworthy insurance services to Kentuckians just like you. In J-Town, contact Karen Little, 266-6610, and Lyndon J.O. Osborne, 327-5480. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Top of the order for PRP, Stephen Husband, Zach Dillander, Alex Miller. Husband batted in the first and second inning. In the first, grounded out to second, a line out in the second inning, ground out in the first.
Absolutely scorched that ball in his second plate appearance.
Right at the third baseman, doubled off the runner at second base. The first one to him was outside. Here's the second one. Popped up, out of play, 1-1. On deck will be Zach Dillander. He has a single and a ground out. To follow will be Alex Miller. He was hit by a pitch and also has a ground out. Time call by the first base umpire, putting everyone in the dugout on the PRP side, first base side here. Breaking ball, fisted foul by Husband. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. See what Russo chooses to do if he goes back to the curveball. Really doesn't use the curveball as much against righties as he does lefties. Fastball in the air, left field. will go into foul territory. Catch will be made by Tony Meyer. Really got his hands inside that ball. Didn't think he would be able to fly out in foul territory. Long way to run for Tony Meyer.
With one away, the third baseman, Zach Dillender.
It'll be Zach Dillender. He singled in the first, grounded out in the third to the third baseman, Daggerford. First one to him. Squares around a butt, pulls it back, takes it for a ball. 1-0. One down here in the bottom half of the fifth, playing 7. 1-1 is the score. Russo in the windup, the 1-0 outside, 2-0. Russo and Miller working quickly. We are an hour and 4 minutes into this one. The 2-0 in there on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Seems like high school games go a lot quicker than Spalding does.
It sure does.
Breaking ball, high looping breaking ball, stays up and out of the zone, 3-1.
Yeah, some of those Spalding games almost eclipsed 4 hours this year.
3-1, two-seamer on the inside part of the plate.
Tied him up, brought that pitch right in on his hands.
Really has the tailing action to it. Here's the full count pitch. Breaking ball, freezes him. That'll be a strikeout.
You're right. He kind of throws that as his out pitch to righties, and he displays it a whole lot more when he has left-handed batters up there.
Yeah, really goes to the two-seamer, tries to jam the righties up just a bit. Does a nice job with his repertoire that he has.
Has a plan against the hitters, that's for sure.
First pitch in there at the knees on the outside corner for a strike to Alex Miller. He's seen plethora of curveballs. Here's one to him. 0-2. That one catches in the inside part of the plate.
See if he comes back with that hard curveball that catches the outside front part of the plate to this left-hander.
Nope. Fastball in the dirt, blocked up, 1-2. Now I suspect he'll go to the curveball, his out pitch here. Really uses it well. Miller has to be looking for it. Here it is. Fastball. Two-hopper to the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time. That'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. We'll go back to Tim Bryan for the 6th and 7th. Your score, Trinity 1, PRP 1. This is BBSN.
A LaborWorks customer list includes some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. In Louisville at 3206 Preston Highway, next to the fairgrounds, call 502-636-3444 or online at www.laborworks.com.
For a trivia question, if you know the answer to this movie clip, send it to fanmail at bbsnonline.com, and you'll win a gift certificate to Salsaritas.
Pena is an all-star, okay? And if you dump him and this Hatterberg thing doesn't work out the way that we want it to, you know this is the kind of decision that gets you fired. It is.
Yes, you're right. I may lose my job. In which case, I'm a 44-year-old guy with a high school diploma and a daughter I'd like to be able to send to college. You're 25 years old with a degree from Yale and a pretty impressive apprenticeship. I don't think we're asking the right question. I think the question we should be asking is, do you believe in this thing or not?
I do.
All right, if you know the answer to that movie clip, send it to fanmail at bbsnonline.com. Not that old of a movie. A lot of our other movies are quite a bit older. That one's just been out maybe 2 or 3 years, but one of my favorites. Leading off is Sean Daggerford. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Shamrocks. Daggerford 1 for 2 with a double and a pop-up. Shamrocks got on the board first in the top of the first. Went down 1, 2, 3 in the second, had bases loaded in the third. That's really their only other scoring threat. Went down in order in the fourth, sent 5 men to the plate in the fifth. That pitch is fouled away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Both starters still in. Dalton Miller has fanned 6 through 5 innings, has hit 1 batter and walked 1. Pitch is outside. Count's going to go 3-1 to Daggeford. And that one's going to be pushed foul as well. The Panther defense remains from third to first. Dillender, Miller, Husband, Wilson. The outfield left to right, Bratcher, Dale, Euler. And the battery, Dalton Miller and catcher Jonathan Cavanaugh.
Coach Tompkins wasn't happy after that last pitch. Thought he reached for it there.
As well as he reached for that one. That's the 7th strikeout of the game for Dalton Miller, and that could have been ball 4 on the previous one. I think it was a little bit further outside than that last one.
Yeah, it looked a little bit up and away.
Strikeout number 7, that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Quade Wise. Quade 0 for 2, strikeout pop out. And the first pitch from Miller, ball 1. Ball 2, that one in low. Both teams have stranded 4 base runners, sent into the air, center field. Dell is over. Has to reach back over his head to make the put out. That's a fly out to center field, out number 2 here in the top of the 6th.
Really big outfield here at PRP. The center fielder really has to play kind of deep, 375 in center with a mini monster. A little bit higher.
Probably a 15-foot wall or more out there in center field. This is the first baseman, Logan Porter. Logan also 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out. First offering from Miller up high. 1-0. And the kick and the pitch from Miller sent foul. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Logan Porter, he's one of the many seniors in the Shamrock lineup. All seniors except for the left fielder, Tony Meyer. That one is sent into left field. Left fielder step back and then charge hard. That's Andrew Bratcher. And the catcher snuck behind him at first. Porter rounded it took a big turn at first, and a heads-up throw would have had him out. 2-out single for Porter, and it's going to bring up the left fielder, junior Tony Meyer. Tony also 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out.
Tough play there for Andrew Bratcher. Huge swing from Logan Porter. Got it off the end of the bat. Really hard to judge that ball off the swing.
No offensive production by the Shamrocks' 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9th hitter. 1 through 4 have done all the damage. Well, all the damage, 1 run for the Shamrocks. Here's the 1-0. Sent foul. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
They do have 6 base runners from the top of the order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 6 base runners. 3 of them have been Cole Farrar.
6th inning is brought to us by LaborWorks. LaborWorks customer list includes some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. That's a 2-hopper to the third baseman. He's going to go for the out at first. Bounces it. Nice pick by Wilson at first, and that's going to end the inning. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. Shamrocks have stranded 5 now through 6 innings. After 5.5 innings of play, it remains the Shamrocks 1 and the Panthers 1. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 when we come back. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
A LaborWorks customer list includes some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. In Louisville at 3206 Preston Highway, next to the fairgrounds, call 502-636-3444 or online at www.laborworksusa.com. LaborWorks, quality industrial temporaries. Babe Ruth Baseball, the fastest growing youth sports program in North America. Babe Ruth League serves over 1 million players from ages 4 to 18. In Babe Ruth Baseball, Cal Ripken Baseball, and Babe Ruth Softball. There are many Babe Ruth programs in the Louisville metro area: Fern Creek, Okolona, Pikes Point, Germantown, Jeffersontown, Beach Run.
Jonathan Cavanaugh starting off things for the Panthers here in the bottom of the sixth. Cavanaugh 1 for 2, singled, got no further than first, popped up to the shortstop in the third inning. Each team with a run. Trinity got on the board first in the top of the first. PRP answered with its run in the bottom of the fourth. That's your score, 1-1. And that pitch inside, 2-0. Prior to that pitch, Rousseau stepped off the back of the rubber, regained his thoughts, came back, throws a nice breaking pitch in on the hands. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. It's hit well into left field. It's down. It's going to be a leadoff single for Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, senior Robbie Dale. Robbie struck out his first time up, doubled, and scored PRP's run in the fourth.
The center fielder, Robbie Dale, now running at first base for the Panthers, Justin Clark.
You have to believe that they will be doing some bunting here. They have a courtesy runner at first, a lefty at the plate, lefty on the mound. He'll fall off towards the third base side.
Pushes it to third base. They're going to go. Whoa. He double clutch going to second. I don't know. The shortstop really wasn't on the bag. Not really sure what happened there. Fielded it cleanly. Had plenty of time. That's going to be a bunt single and put men on first and second for the Panthers now.
They did have a play at second base. He made the right move. Looking at second base, he had it. Second baseman was gone. He went the wrong way. They had the wrong play on, apparently.
And the shortstop was coming into the bag. He just didn't release the ball. Panther showing bunt again. Pulls it back, takes it high. Ball 1. This is Jason Bronert. Bunted last time up. Singled, reached safely. Got as far as second. And then Jared Wilson came up after Bronert with that RBI sac bunt that played a Dale. Back to the pitcher. They're going to go to third. I guess his foot slipped off the bag.
It did. He came off the bag trying to reach for it. Couldn't find the. He came off, tried to reach back, couldn't find it.
A couple miscues by Daggerford in this inning, and the bases are loaded for PRP for their number 7 hitter, Jared Wilson. Wilson with a double and a sac bunt RBI.
That has to be an E5. Umpire made the right call. We could see it from our angle. He came off the bag towards home plate, couldn't get back to the bag in time. Now,
if he hadn't made such an exaggerated effort to reach back for it with the angle the umpire had, they may have called him safe, but he was actually filling for the base with his foot, and that loads it up with Panthers all the way around. No, he's got to be on contact with the rubber when he goes to his mouth. You cannot do that. Unless you see pros do it all the time. When it's cold outside, they will get permission from the umpire to go ahead and warm their hand up. But in a situation like this, you got to be off the rubber to go to your mouth. That ball's pushed foul. No balls, 1 strike, bases loaded for PRP. Jared Wilson at the plate. 1 for 1, a double and a sac bunt. And that pitch also fouled off. The second of 2 juniors, back-to-back Bronert Wilson juniors for the Panthers.
Huge pitch coming. 0-2. Bases are loaded. Infield is in on the artificial grass.
And here's the offering from Rousseau. Goes outside. It was probably 4 ball whisks off the plate. The Shamrock faithful erupt, but the right call by the home plate ump.
Yeah, ball was in the other batter's box.
And here comes the 1-2 from Rousseau. It's a hard play for the shortstop. He comes home.
Wow.
The force is at home.
Wow, what a play.
Yeah. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Wilson. The put out is going to go 6-2 for the out. That's going to put 1 down. Bases remain loaded.
New pinch hitter here, number 7. As we have a meeting at the mound, we'll have a chance to look and see who it is.
Number 7 for PRP, Dinkoff.
Zach Huber.
Zach Huber. Okay, that's not what I have, but we'll go with it.
He'll pinch hit for Andrew Brasher, who struck out twice in his 2 previous plate appearances. Meeting at the mound by the Shamrocks. Meeting of the minds. See what they want to do. Play the middle infield back. Maybe. I doubt it. Because you're taking a big chance. I'd rather just play them on the grass. Come home with it. Have the much easier play. Not as many hands the ball going through.
I would imagine with the pinch hitter here, not only does he make contact with the ball, but imagine he's got pretty good speed. So it may be tough for them to turn the double play to get out of the inning, and then they'll be giving up another run. Well, the middle infielders are at double play depth, it looks like.
Wow, they're going to play the middle infield back, try to get the double play up the middle.
First baseman and the third baseman as well in on the grass.
You would have to believe Huber has speed.
All right, Dale at third, Bronert at second. Wilson at first. This is the pinch hitter, Zach Huber. Up and away, ball 1. This is really the most trouble that Rousseau has been in. Slow curveball, way ahead, can't lay off. That's going to even the count up 1 ball, 1 strike. But this is the first hitch in the road, so to speak, for Rousseau. Has pitched a well of a game, both pitchers so far. And that one also upstairs, 2-1.
PRP also had the bases loaded in the first. He escaped that with a strikeout looking in a fly out. 2-1 the count on Huber.
Wow. Fouled straight back right on top of it. The count's going to go even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the 2-2 from Rousseau. Breaking pitch, line to the second baseman. He catches it and tosses to the shortstop covering second. And that's going to be a double play to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. After 6 complete innings of play, we remain knotted up at 1. This is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane; 3910 Bardstown Road in Mutual; 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center; 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands; and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express. Center. Salsaritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos, quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito. Salsaritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Salsaritas Fresh Cantina.
Dalton Miller back out for the 7th inning, trying to hold the score where it is for his team. Pinch hitter Nolan May comes up and with the first offering grounds it to Dillander at third, and that's the first out here in the top of the 7th. It's going to be the shortstop Tyler Hunt. Hunt 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout. As I said in the last inning, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for Trinity has no offensive production for them. Push straight away center field, telling away from the center fielder, but a nice play by Dale. 1 out, 2 out, and that's 2 down in the top of the 7th, rolling the lineup over. And looks like there's another pinch hitter here, number 19. Number 19, Tyler Neely. He's a junior. He's pinch hitting for Mitchell Tompkins, who replaced Mason McGehee back in the 4th inning. Two down for Neely. As the lights come on here at PRP, pushed into right field over the right fielder's head, bounces off the wall. He's going for 2. Here comes the throw into the shortstop. A stand-up 2-out double for the pinch hitter Tyler Neely.
Comes in cold off the bench, pushes one into right field, one hop off the wall.
One of the toughest things to do in all of baseball.
That'll bring the hottest hitter to the plate for the Shamrocks, Cole Farrar. He's been on base 3 times today. Reached on an error, been hit, and also has a single, scored the only Shamrock run. McGehee back into the game, pinch running. Can re-enter. He started the game, can re-enter. The umpire writing it down in his
handy-dandy notebook.
Handy-dandy notebook.
For those fans of Blues Clues.
Boom.
All right. Fair at the plate. Singleton scored, reached on a fielding error. Was the second hit batsman from Dalton Miller. 2 down, Neely on second. Here's the pitch. It's in there at the knees, strike 1.
This will be the 4th time Farrar has seen Miller, 4th time through the order.
A few practice swings by the Shamrock right fielder. He's ready. Miller checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back at us. 0-2. Well, a lot of pitches to work with here. Wonder if he's going to try to elevate one, get him to go out of the zone.
Just shook off the catcher. Now he's ready.
And here's the 0-2 coming from Miller. And he does go upstairs. And that's going to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base. After 6.5 innings, we're still knotted at 1, and the Panthers are coming to the plate. It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Panthers. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane; 3910 Bardstown Road in Mutual; 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center; 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands; and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express. Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly service.
All right, the first offering from Rousseau to the number 9 batter, John Oilers, pushed into left field, a leadoff single, and it rolls the lineup over, more importantly, for a second baseman, Stephen Husband. Husband has not reached safely, scorched the ball in the second inning, had nothing to show for it. It was part of a double play. Has grounded out, lined out, and popped out.
Second baseman, Stephen Husband.
You'd have to think they're going to play small ball. They play for one run back-to-back innings. Third baseman in. Throw to first.
Wow, that was close. That was close. Rousseau thought he had him. It was a bang-bang play. The call is safe at first. The leadoff man, John Euler, at first. This is Stephen Husband. The first pitch from Rousseau. He shows bunt, kind of stabs at it. A quick throw down by Fott, not in time.
Euler getting off pretty far over there at first, taking a chance. Has to see the ball down on the bunt.
Husband down in the count, 0-1, righty-lefty matchup. Rousseau on the mound, the lefty, the righty in the box. Bunts it right back. The bunt attempt goes right back to Rousseau, and that is out number 1.
With one away, the third baseman, Zach Dillender.
This is nothing like the Bill Miller teams we've seen in the past. They usually put the bunt down 99% of the time.
Zach Dillender, fourth plate appearance, strikeout, ground out, single, made it to third, lays off that high pitch. The runner still second. Nice play by the second baseman, backing up by the center fielder. Second baseman darted over, could not come up with it. And McGehee right there to keep the ball from going any further. Stolen base for Euler.
No need of a sack bunt there. You can steal a bag.
Huge hole between first and second. If the Golden Eagles were playing, it'd be a push bunt right there. High and away, ball 1.
Would I be surprised to see him pitch around? Put the force in order?
Well, typically your best hitter, you have him in the number 3 spot, and so far Miller 0 for 2. He was been hitting a couple ground outs, so you know he's going to be a threat at the plate if he gets up there once more. The left-handed hitter waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-1, a swing and a miss. The count's now even.
Went back to the breaking ball there behind him. The count has real confidence in it. Feels like he's more confident with that than the fastball.
And the 2-2. Wow, just misses. He's got had that pitch called for a strike a lot today, but did miss the plate. Counts now even, now full, 3-2, and here comes the payoff pitch. The runner goes, a swing and a miss. They're going to throw down the third. He's going to be in safely. That is the second out on a strikeout swinging by Dillender.
With 2 away, the shortstop, Alex Miller.
And that will bring up Alex Miller with Euler at third. Singled, stowed second, stowed third. Miller 0 for 2. Hit by pitch and a pair of ground outs to the second baseman. The first pitch inside, ball 1.
If you're the catcher here, you have to do everything you can to block up every ball. Brady Fott has all the pressure on his shoulders behind the dish.
In a game like this, you hate to see it end on a pass ball. Pitch upstairs, 2-0.
Rousseau not giving him anything good to hit. Knows he can pull the ball to the right side.
Both starters trying to go the distance. Rousseau nips that front corner of the plate. Strike 1, 2-1. Miller pitched the 7th, ended it with a strikeout. A foul tip right back at us. Allowed a double to the pinch hitter Neely, and then Farrar came to the plate, and Miller notched his 8th strikeout.
See what he wants to go with.
And that one's chopped foul. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Shamrocks. 1 run, 8 hits, 3 errors for the Panthers. Man on third, 2 outs. Count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Rousseau. Over his head. It's going to run the count full.
Went with the fastball there with an even count. Now behind in the count. See what he wants to do, but there's a base open.
See if he brings that breaking pitch inside. He does, and it is ripped to the first baseman. It scoots through, and that is going to be the ball game. The ball was hit sharply at the first baseman. Kind of shifted over, but it kind of got under his arm. I'm going to give him a hit on that, and that's going to be a RBI single for Miller, plating Euler, and that's going to be the second run, and that's going to be your ball game. Your final score here from PRP, it's the Panthers 2 and the Shamrocks 1.
Welcome to the BBSN post-game show presented by Circle K. Over 25 locations in the Louisville area.
Should say lead out. No, that's not it either. Go to where it says bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Huh. Well, I don't see our lead out music, so I'm just going to.
Here it is.
There we go. All right. Well, once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. LDG Development, U of L Physicians Geriatric Practice, Saucerita's Fresh Cantina, Circle K, Kentucky Farm Bureau, and our sponsoring agents Karen Little and J.L. Osborne, LaborWorks, Quality Industrial Temporaries, Framing Express, framing what matters since 1973, your local Hikes Point Optimist Club, and your local Babe Ruth and Cal Ripken leagues. Once again, we have a few more games coming up, but not a whole lot. We have tomorrow night. It's going to be Manual at Butler, and then we have one more game, Atherton at DeSales on Thursday night, and then we're going to finish things up with Lexington Lafayette at Trinity High School on Friday. Make sure you follow Ryan and myself on Twitter. I am at Tim Bryan, TimBrian. Ryan is at Richie13. All these games are archived, so if you want to come back and watch it again, you can certainly do that. We'll have it archived tomorrow. This has been a production of the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. On behalf of my partner, Ryan Ritchie, Greg Bryan, Leo Brown, David Meyer, Tony Ornduff, and the entire BBSN staff, my name's Tim Bryan. I've been your host. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.